Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm the Grace Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. What do we have coming through right now in the cards for today? May I please have the first 5 cards of our 5-card spread? First card that we are starting our day off today with is, oh my goodness gracious. This gives a lot of clarity as to the fact that we saw that 10 of Cups energy coming through today. Why? Why are we seeing the fact that you've suddenly moved your manifestation energy away from like the current situation and looking into that further outlook of what you're trying to achieve right now? It's because you're feeling a little bit of disbalance right now as it relates to your immediate zone of influence or the immediate energy around you right now. This is a point that you are keeping your focus on that desired outcome, which we saw with the 10 card that we received today with the 10 of Cups, because there are some immediate situations or circumstances around you right now that are feeling somewhat discordant, somewhat chaotic. You're trying to get the clarification through them right now, but you're getting that clarification specifically by pulling yourself out, if you will, and focusing on where you are trying to go, even in the middle of some situations or circumstances that you are recognizing some need for adjustment or correction within in your immediate circle, in your immediate zone. The next card that we are pulling today for our 5-card spread is, I'm going to assume this is transverse because of the way that it fell. This is one of the problem points that we're seeing here. This is very intriguing. So as we mentioned, this is where we're feeling some of that blockage coming through, because while we do see the fact, we recognize the fact that you are moving right now, you are trying to move right now with a sense of purpose, with a sense of direction towards that long-term goal, towards that long-term outcome, towards the situations and circumstances that you feel are going to be aligned to your best benefit. You are currently experiencing some immediate confusion, some immediate chaos in your immediate sphere of influence. And that is somewhat two-sided, because on one hand, it's that confusion that is making it a bit hard for you to decide the best next steps forward, right? There is this thing about feeling that obfuscation point that's occurring from some of the immediate chaos that you are experiencing. While it's also a moment that you may be recognizing that you yourself may have a part to play. You may have a part to play in that chaotic energy because you yourself may not be focusing as specifically or as clear on what it is that you truly value and truly desire as you're going forward from this point. So we've got a little bit of a chicken and an egg situation here. We've got a little tiny bit of a chicken and egg situation. Because is the chaos happening that is disrupting your clarity in terms of what you want, or is your own lack of focus as it relates to what it is that you truly desire, what it is that is your ultimate purpose, what is that primary goal that you're trying to reach for right now? Is that lack of clarification what is creating the imbalance that we're recognizing here? Let's get the next card, center of our spread for today. These cards are acting up today. May I please have the next card coming through? This is feeling problematic. We're seeing that here with our 8 of Swords. So there's something about your immediate situation or circumstances, okay, that is keeping you feeling somewhat bound up, not being able to move with the capability or direction that you would ideally desire. This could be feeling like either a mental blockage or a spiritual blockage right now, something that this limitation that we're recognizing that's occurring right now in your own ability or difficulty in truly like focusing on what it is that you truly want at this moment going forward. This could be some of where we're seeing that identification blockage happening right now, while it's also tangibly occurring right now as it relates to some of the circumstances or scenarios that you're currently experiencing. Because something about those current situations or scenarios that you're experiencing right now may be leading you to feel somewhat trapped, somewhat unable to be able to do the things that you ideally desire to do or function in the way that you would ideally function. And so this is a moment, though, that there is a point that has to be recognized, must be recognized here, about truly valuing and assessing your own internal belief system. Really getting to the bottom right now and asking yourself, is this blockage tangibly there? Or is this a state of mind that you need to free yourself from so that you can move forward from this point with that direction, with that easement, with that ability of freeing yourself to do the things that you desire to do in the way that you desire to do them? The next card we have coming through right now in our 5-card spread, may I please have the next card, is, we like seeing this card a lot. We really like seeing this card because with this 3 of Pentacles, we are seeing the solution to the problem arising here. Even though you are experiencing or feeling some of those limitations, today is a day of really recognizing them, really investigating them, seeing ways that you can kind of be able to get out of those circumstances and situations. And the solution here that we're seeing is that is coming through constructing new foundations for yourself, putting the work in today, building these foundations for yourself. What we love to see about this energy right now is though you are recognizing the blockages, you are not letting them stop you. You are instead putting care and concentration in looking at the situations or circumstances that are creating these blockages and thinking outside of the box, saying to yourself, what do I need to rebuild in my own life? What am I also trying to build right now that is going to create this state of easement for yourself? And what we're also seeing here, and this is a tangible building that we're seeing here right now, but we are also recognizing that this is a mental one, because this is also a moment that you are also investigating what it is that you feel your higher purpose is, what it is that you are truly after. And it's that moment of recognizing right now, feeling some of that uncertainty. And I'm seeing here that this is a very important moment because this uncertainty is being triggered right now by some of the chaos that you are identifying around you right now. The chaos is motivating you right now by helping you recognize and focus on what it is that you are truly after. Recognizing how the current environment around you is creating some immediate blockages. And instead of sitting in this right now, you are really orienting on how you can build something that is going to feel stronger, that is going to feel more foundational, that you can rely upon and depend on, and really kind of going into the underbelly, like both of your own beliefs right now, your own pursuits, your own purpose, but also in what you can tangibly adjust to help align your internal drives, your internal purpose with what you are trying to create in the tangible space at this moment. The final card for our 5-5 card spread today, before we start getting clarification on these cards right now, is, we love this because this is the easement of that temperance in reversal that we saw just a few days ago. You will remember that we saw in the daily collective read just a couple days ago a feeling of anxiety that things were not moving as quickly as they needed to move, and you were feeling some fears about your ultimate victory, your ultimate outcome in some areas right now. This is a bit of that mental readjustment that we wanted to see, my friends, because this is that point of giving yourself that bit of grace, not moving from a space of reactiveness right now, but really trying to move with driven intention. Giving yourself that grace of remembering that though you may be currently be feeling somewhat stuck, somewhat blocked, though there may be immediately some immediate chaos or some immediate difficulties that you are trying to traverse, what we're really seeing right now is the recognition point of you recognizing and remembering today that you are working on the foundation of something. You are building a foundation for yourself, and building strong foundations is not a process that you want to rush. If you rush you cannot build a strong foundation quickly. A strong foundation must be laid carefully, slowly, with consideration, with the utmost care, because it is going to be the building ground. It is the ground from which everything that you build from this point is going to come up. Recognizing today that that is a action internally and externally that requires time, requires patience, requires you to move in a space of acting more of as a custodian on what you are trying to create for yourself in this moment, as opposed to something that we saw that was a little bit more akin to the energy over the last couple days that felt like you had to rush, or else you were going to miss something. This is the reminder you are not going to miss anything that is absolutely for you right now. All you need to do is stay This is the important part. The important part, you're not going to miss anything that's for you so long as you hold center to what it is that you truly are for, what it is that you're truly seeking. This is the blockage, not the time, not the energy. What it is that you're truly after to help you build that foundation as strongly as possible. Let's try to get some clarification on these cards right now. Clarification between our 10 of Pentacles in its reversal in combination with our 7 of Cups in its transverse. So this is that moment, feeling some disorder around you, recognizing and identifying that chaotic energy, but also recognizing that either, again, is this a moment that the chaotic energy is diverting you, is distracting you from what it is that you are truly trying to move forward towards for yourself at this point? Or is this the fact that you yourself are distracted on what it is that you're truly moving towards from this point, and hence this energy is now kind of embodying around you? Let's get one clarification on those cards right now, my friends. May I please have one card to clarify? There it is. More transverse today. It's going to be one of those days. Oh, and look who decided to show up again. Look who decided to show up. We've got here our Knight of Swords in its transverse. So again, this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now. Bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, some of this chaos, a good portion of this chaos, and this is why you're having this point of like realignment in your thinking, feminine energy, is the fact that you recognize that this chaos is starting to feel like it's coming from an outside energy. This is a recognition right now of identifying that maybe some of this energy that you're feeling that is causing this sense of chaos right now has to do with some energy not coming forward or towards you in a consistent fashion. They're feeling like there is some blockage here with this energy, and trying to identify if this blockage is something that is intentional or if this is something that is circumstantial. Is this coming from a space where this energy is also experiencing these same difficulties that are creating a blockage for them? Masculine and feminine in a point of alignment, my friends? Or is it the fact that this energy is bringing in this sense of chaos around you right now because they themselves are? But this is what's really beautiful right now about the feminine journey, bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. Feminine, this is a point of reorientation. This is a point of reorientation because regardless of whether this energy you feel is intentionally not necessarily coming forward in a consistent fashion, and that is creating some sense of chaos around you that's making it hard for you to focus on your purpose, or whether this is an energy that you recognize is coming through in a way that they can't be as consistent right now because of the chaos in their own lives right now that they are equally sharing and experiencing that is similar to the path that you yourself are on. You are recognizing that the error here, the correction point, is allowing the outside energy, regardless of the intentionality or the non-intentionality, to disrupt your own path, to disrupt your own perception, to disrupt your own ability to focus on and move with intentionality towards your highest purpose. This is that reorientation point because you are observing how that energy is impacting you, and you are trying to adjust accordingly. You are trying to realign again, and we've seen this in the daily collective read. We've got two different paths here. For some of you right now, this is recognizing this blocker and potentially just saying, you know what, no thank you. If you feel that this is more intentional, i.e. unhealed karmic energy. While for the other half of the collective right now, we are seeing that you yourself are saying, I need to get myself back in zone. I need to get myself back in a place of alignment. I can't, this energy isn't intending for this to occur. It's more of the fact that their own circumstances are putting them in this space. But for both feminine and masculine, for feminine energy on both sides, it's the point of recognition that is allowing for this action. recognizing what is effectively holding you back right now so that you can create a point of easement. While for the masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is again a moment that feels a bit more of a personal blockage. It's going to feel a bit more internal. It's going to feel a little bit more frustrating for the masculine energy today, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. Why? Because masculine energy, you are currently experiencing some chaotic energy in your own life right now. Again, a bit of a chicken and an egg thing here for the masculine, I think that you're also kind of recognizing right now, because you are feeling limited in terms of how you can move forward or even what you're moving forward towards. This is a point of confusion right now for the masculine energy. And this is a bit of a chicken and egg thing. Is the chaos around you occurring because you're not having that clarity of purpose, because your own direction feels a bit misaligned? Or is the misalignment, is your own ability not to be able to move and take action on things right now because of your own purpose, feeling a bit clouded, feeling a bit muddled? Is that what's creating the chaotic energy? For masculine right now, this is a point of deep internal work. This is a much more internalized journey right now, as you truly recognize that there's something about the circumstances around you, something about the chaos around you right now in your own experience that is making it hard for you to stay on your own purpose, to stay on your own path. And it's blocking you. It's tangibly blocking you right now from being able to take the action, hence the Eight of Swords that we're seeing here, taking that action that you want to take. You're feeling literally limited right now. And you are doing this work right now in both the practical space right now, but also on the internal space to make this point of self-correction so that you can move with greater dexterity, with greater speed towards those things that you're truly after. But first you got to remember what they are, masculine energy. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now. Clarification, so many transverses on the table, geez Louise. Between our Seven of Cups in its transverse in combination with our Eight of Swords in its upright. So this is that feeling for masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine are definitely reflecting each other today. Just a bit more of an internal journey for the masculine. For feminine, this is kind of communicating itself as a bit of the expression of the energy coming towards them at this moment. For feminine and masculine right now, really having this moment of reorienting in terms of what it is that you're truly after right now, and using that as that point. Using that as that point to help you clear up whatever you feel is holding you back at this moment, that is keeping you feeling brown, that is keeping you feeling suppressed to a certain extent. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with Three of Swords energy rising to the surface. So there is something here that is feeling very difficult. It's feeling like a bit of a heartbreak here. There's something here about a wound being open. There's something here about feeling the expression of this heartbreak being addressed. We've been seeing this like emotional, I will point out, we've been seeing this emotional dysregulation point starting out from yesterday, because we saw yesterday we had that King of Cups in its reversal, the masculine energy being at a space or place of emotional disruption, right? This is that moment. So again, for the masculine energy, this is a bit more of that internalized grief that you're currently experiencing. You are experiencing something in your own tangible space right now that is making you have this point of deep grief. It's causing a lot of heartbreak for you, even as you're experiencing it. It's also frustrating because you're feeling the heartbreak around this right now, as well as feeling kind of trapped in the circumstances that you find yourself in this moment. And this is where we see this blockage, because it's almost something about the heartbreak and feeling trapped right now that you may be feeling, masculine energy, that you can't move right now with dexterity, with the direction that you ideally desire right now towards those things that you find are your true purpose right now. That you do see this point of clearing that's happening for you right now, masculine energy, but it's the fact that your literal circumstances are preventing you from being able to move towards them. You are literally being blocked by the energy around you, and it is breaking your heart effectively. Well, for the feminine energy right now, what we are seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are feeling a lot of weight. And all of this is actually feeling like a bit more of an externalized journey for the feminine right now. Bearing in mind that we're seeing that a lot of this is becoming a reflective point of the energy that they are feeling. Some anxiety about the ability for that energy to come towards it. Feminine is recognizing right now the fact that that energy cannot come towards them right now in the way that they would ideally desire. And whether that is intentional, right? Whether that is something about that energy showing the fact that they don't have that consistency, they don't know what they want, they don't have that driven purpose, or the fact that the energy is coming from a space where they tangibly, their circumstances right now tangibly are preventing them from coming with that degree. Either way, it is creating a feeling of heartbreak for feminine right now, because there is something here about they themselves wanting to be able to try to move with a point to their higher purpose and their calling, but feeling some expression of being blocked. So if you're wondering if masculine and feminine are reflecting each other today, the answer is very clearly so far, heartily, yes, absolutely. Let's continue to get clarification on these cards right now. Between our 8 of Swords in its upright in combination with our 3 of Pentacles. So feeling this expression point today, and we like this because this is the shift that's occurring. This is the shift that we want to see that's helping us get to that 10 of Cups energy that we saw in the card of the day. Feeling this moment right now of feeling blocked, of feeling stuck, of feeling limited in terms of how you can move, but utilizing the space, utilizing the place that you find yourself in to do everything you can while in this moment of feeling that blockage to concentrate on the foundation that you're trying to build around yourself at this moment, tangibly and metaphysically, working to build that foundation for yourself, shoring yourself, grounding yourself, recognizing that a strong foundation allows for something well and beautiful to be built. Not feeling the blockage, but really taking everything that you can do in that space right now of the blockage to build something as secure for yourself as possible so that you proceed from this point, from a point that will be a better place to build from. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. We have our Knight of Wands energy coming through. This is the clearing up of the blockage. And again, this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For feminine right now, and again, I will point out we're seeing a split in some of this path right now for feminine because this is an externalized blockage, and we see the fact that there are some choices being made as it relates to the karmic energy around both feminine and masculine right now. For feminine energy right now, this is either coming through as a singular, as a healed masculine energy, an energy you feel that you can do that karmic work on, that you are recognizing the fact that though that energy cannot tangibly come towards you right now at this moment, that there are things in their own life that are literally blocking them from being able to come towards you in the fashion that you would desire. You are still committed to building a foundation with this energy right now. Why? Because the energy is communicative. Because the energy is passionate. Because the energy, though it might not be able to tangibly come towards you with the degree or the consistency that you would ideally desire right now, they are communicating to you their desire to. They are communicating to you their plan. They have a plan. They have a purpose. They have a passion. And they're moving towards you in any way they can, functionally, even at a moment of incapacity, to help you communicate and express that they too are feeling blocked by the circumstances. While for the unhealed karmic energy around the feminine right now, this is simply a moment of choice. This is a moment of you really looking at situations right now. And again, if this is looking like a circumstance where you are identifying a masculine energy and you are feeling like that inconsistency, you are feeling like that lack of just drive is something that is more intentional. That is something that could be corrected by that energy, but is kind of keeping you trapped to a certain extent. This is that moment that you are moving away from that unhealed karmic energy with the recognition of either a very tangible masculine energy that is showing you this capacity and ability right now, or the fact that this is a recognition of what you are trying to manifest for yourself at this time, recognizing that you would not necessarily need to feel so constricted or constrained in these moments as long as you had a masculine energy that was communicative, that was passionate, that was able to express, that this is the type of energy, even when it's blocked, that you can build with. And that is what is allowing you to shed the unhealed energy right now so that you can move with building the foundations towards something that will be more stable with an energy that is expressing this ability. Now, for the masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment of personal convictions coming into play, that you are recognizing right now that there is some chaos in your own life right now. You are trying to move. We've been seeing this in the masculine energy. I need to stress this for weeks now. 4 weeks. This is an ongoing battle in the masculine energy's life. There is something currently happening in the masculine's life that is preventing the masculine from being able to move with the conviction that they require right now. But at the same time, something about that blockage is really helping the masculine recognize their own need to focus, masculines, on your own clarity of purpose, what it is you truly desire. Because we're discovering here for, again, masculine, this is an internal journey right now where you're recognizing that when you're not able to focus on what it is you're truly after, you can't move forward towards anything. You just kind of create and exist in a space of chaos for yourself. So this is a chicken and egg thing for the masculine right now, because it's like realizing that, like, even where there's chaos, the chaos can't act as a distractor from the higher purpose. And for the other part of it, and again, it really depends on where you are in your healing process. For the unhealed masculine, and well, I'm not gonna say unhealed, but some of the masculine energy right now, this is a moment that is requiring healing. This is a moment that you yourself are recognizing the fact that you can't let the chaos around you divert you from your course. That's what we're really seeing here. While for the other half of the masculine collective right now, we are seeing that this is a moment that you yourself are trying to find those hurdles to cross. You are feeling the fact that the tangible space right now is blocking you from being able to move with that direction, but you are doing everything that you can to try to clear it up. And what are we seeing here is the clearing up point. For masculine energy right now, this is a point that even though you are feeling somewhat limited, somewhat blocked as it relates to what you can do, as it relates to your own ability or power to move in the way that you would ideally desire to move right now, you are doing everything you can to positively communicate. You are using your powers of communication right now, your powers of driving your ideas forward. So big day today for masculine in terms of communication, in terms of planning, in terms of ideas, in terms of creativity. A lot of work right now, as much as you can functionally in more of that creative space and passion space, if you will, communication space, because that is what you're realizing is helping you build a foundation, even in the moment that you yourself are feeling like tangibly blocked from moving in the ways that you would ideally desire at this moment. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our 3 of Pentacles in combination with our 7 of Pentacles. So for masculine and feminine energy right now, this being a foundational building day, working right now on foundations, slowing down, removing some of that anxiety that we have been seeing coming through over the last few days as it relates to the karmic energy, recognizing that a strong foundation is not built overnight. It takes time, effort, consistency, curation. You have to be able to kind of give to it every single day in a consistent fashion in order to build what it is that you're truly hoping to build at this moment. It's not something that you just do fast and overnight. It's something that you constantly feed into. You constantly grow for yourself. May I please have 1 card to clarify? 2 cards coming out to clarify. Ooh, oh my goodness gracious. These are 2 intense cards. These are 2 intense cards to be coming up in combination with each other, my friends, because this is a very, very interesting message. because this is also showing, oh, this is really beautiful, actually. This is a very beautiful message, because what are we seeing here? This, oh my gosh, guys, wait till you hear this. Okay. So this is the message. This is a message right now that, again, while you are feeling, oh man, while you are feeling limited right now, while you are feeling limited, there's something about these situations that are limiting. And we see the fact that it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking for both the masculine and feminine energy right now, bearing in mind that it's not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. There is a new sense of purpose coming in today as it relates to what you are trying to build for yourself, either by manifesting this energy towards you right now or experiencing these blockages outright in current partnerships. But remembering right now that these things that you're building for yourself, be it the manifestations or the work that you're doing in active partnership right now, require time, require care, require consistency, require cultivation, and that is a slow process. And that, though you have to kind of you have to, while it might be hard, while the circumstances around you might make it next to impossible to be able to do so, you still are willing to do the work, to give to those things, not when it's easy. Not when it's easy. But the reason that you're going to be able to build this is because you're going to find the way to do it even when it is hard. That's what's giving you the clarity of purpose of what is truly for you right now versus what might be easy and available but isn't truly what you are seeking. Tap to claim. What a gorgeous message with those two cards. Let's continue to get clarification on these cards that we're seeing right now. Clarification. Oh my God, there goes the whole deck. Well, I guess that's our next card. I think this is our next card. I'm going to take the next card here at this point, okay? Because that, I think, is what the card was when the deck dropped. So, and it's a beautiful card. Clarification right now between, things been dropping all day. Clarification between the Knight of Swords in its transverse right now, in combination with our Three of Swords right now. So again, a bit different for masculine and feminine energy right now. For masculine energy, this is feeling tangibly blocked right now. Tangibly blocked from being able to go towards something that you desire to go towards right now. And it is breaking your heart. You are feeling that pain today. You're feeling the pain of the fact that you want to go towards something you literally cannot right now. It's breaking your heart. And for the feminine, clarification between feeling or again, looking at, again, for feminine, this is two sides we're seeing of the collective. For some of the feminine right now, there is a recognition of either an unhealed energy that you're recognizing does not have the consistency to come forward in this fashion. Or and that is breaking your heart. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, we are seeing the fact that this is experiencing a manifestation of masculine that you recognize wants to come forward to you in this capacity. They want to drive forward and they literally can't. And that is also creating this bit of heartache for you at this moment. For both sides of the energy, for everyone right now, there is a feeling of imminent victory. I need to point this out. This is really, really cool because what we're really seeing here for masculine energy right now, I need to stress this. Where do we start this right now, masculine? We are recognizing the fact that you're going through some chaos. We are recognizing the fact that it made you feel like you had to get somewhat misaligned from what it is that you're truly after. And this is what's so cool about it. Well, I don't say cool because this is actually it's beautiful is what it is, masculine. For what we're seeing here is the fact that for masculine energy right now, this journey for you is a healing journey. This is the clarity of purpose because what's happening right now is the fact that this recognition point that you want to go after something, that you want to move towards something right now, and that you actually can't, and that it is breaking your heart. That is the helping of the clarity of purpose. That is what is making the light bulb go off to you and say, oh my God, that is the thing that I desire right now. That is what I am seeking. That is the thing that I truly desire for myself. Because the fact that I am not experiencing it, The fact that I'm blocked from it, the fact that I can't have it right now, it hurts my heart. That is where the victory comes from, because for a lot of the masculine energy right now, that recognition moment, the pain is clarifying the lack of purpose. The pain helps you identify what is true from what is false. That is what is creating this moment right now that is helping you really understand what it is that you truly seek and you are trying to go after at this moment. That is where we are seeing that point of understanding. While for feminine energy, there is something very similar in the same right now. For feminine, there's something very similar in the same because, and again, this is two different halves of the feminine collective right now, okay? For the feminine collective right now, there is a moment of recognition that you are experiencing, either with an unhealed masculine energy that you are recognizing that has blocked you to a certain, that isn't coming towards you to a certain extent right now. Intent, like you're feeling that lack of consistency. You're seeing that lack of purpose. And it has caused this part of heartbreak moment. But it's also helped you recognize that that experience has been leading you off of your own path. That recognizing that this energy is one that is causing this point of disruption for you is helping you remember what it is that you truly desire, what it is that you truly seek right now. And that is, again, a point of victory. And that is a moment of recognizing that you don't want an energy that brings pain in. You don't want an energy that is going to create pain, because there is no victory in the pain. There's just pain and a point of distraction. And that is why you're allowing yourself to shed the unhealed energy of the unhealed masculine or karmic energy that you're moving away from right now. While for the feminine energy right now that is in a point with healed energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are recognizing that while that energy can't come towards you, can't functionally come towards you in the way that you would ideally desire right now, you are allowing that to be a moment that you are feeling the pain, but you are recognizing, again, through the fact that that energy is communicating, by the fact that that energy is making their desires clear and abundant to you right now, that is the moment of victory, because it is helping you even as you go through some point of difficulty with this energy, recognizing that this energy is being specific on what it is they truly desire, that is allowing you to have this moment of victory here. Because even though you're experiencing the pain, you are holding out to that long-term victory that you feel that you can have with this energy. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now, where were these? Let's get these back in order, my friends. Between this Three of Swords in combination with our Knight of Wands energy. So, for masculine and feminine, this is, again, going to feel a bit different, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, what did we say? The heartbreak creates the sense of purpose that is driving you forward at this moment. For masculine energy, this is feeling like somewhat bittersweet, because while you are feeling this heartbreak, you're actively experiencing this heartbreak. This heartbreak has given you a renewed sense of purpose. It is acting as a catalyst, and it is now driving you forward, either from a point of inspiration, creativity, communication. It's giving you that fuel that you need to drive forward from this point, right? While for feminine energy, with, again, a renewed sense of purpose, a renewed sense of passion, it is helping you clear these blockages. Even for some of you right now, having this moment where you yourself are feeling masculine energy tangibly blocked right now from being able to go towards something. You are using that fire to fuel you in every way you can to move forward in the most productive way possible. While for feminine energy right now, this is going to feel a bit different, because what we're really identifying here right now is there is this moment that you yourself are experiencing. And again, different sides of the feminine collective right now. For some of the feminine collective right now, this is you shedding that unhealed energy. Recognizing that point that you are feeling somewhat bittersweet right now, because while you are feeling that moment that you are dealing and going through some heartbreaks, you are also recognizing right now The passion of the and the energy of the fact that an energy that like was able to communicate, that was able to be consistent towards you right now, would not be creating this sense of heartbreak for you in this moment. Well, for the other half of the feminine collective right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing. Again, there is a tangible blockage here for the other half with a healed masculine that cannot tangibly come towards you in this moment. And it is that recognition that while there is that heartbreak, you are still allowing this energy in because you can see the passion. You can see the communication. This is that bittersweet energy that you are feeling of someone that you long to have near you right now, but that you recognize simply cannot because of the circumstances that they find themselves in. Hold on, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm back. Okay, good. Apologies for that. Good. Sorry about that, guys. Let us proceed. So sorry about that. I did hold on the reading so that we would not miss anything. So as I was saying, thank you guys so much for clarification. As I was saying right now, so what we're seeing right now for masculine energy is there is this moment that you yourself are recognizing that heartache that you're feeling, that pain that you're experiencing, what that moment is really doing for the healed masculine energy right now is you are coming into a space right now that you are taking that activation point for yourself. You are using this right now to motivate you, to drive you forward, because it is that coming into your heart center right now that though it is painful, it is also giving you that clarity of purpose in terms of how you want to move forward from this point. While for the feminine energy right now, again, we see two different things coming through right now. Either this is a moment that you yourself are recognizing that there is a feeling of heartbreak that you are experiencing right now, but you are recognizing that the manifestation that you are trying to bring in right now of healed energy would not be ones that would be wanting to create any pain for you at this moment. And it is that recognition, the recognition of someone potentially creating moments of intentional pain versus energy that you recognize, could see and identify and clarify and not want you to experience that heartache. That is either giving you the energy right now to cut those situations and karmics out of your life that you feel are unhealed at this moment. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment for you right now that you yourself are recognizing the fact that there is some tangible situation happening right now with a masculine energy that is physically preventing them right now from being able to go towards you in the fashion or to the degree that you would ideally desire. But recognizing that energy has that drive, has that communication, has that passion that they are trying to bring towards you in any other way that they can right now. This is what is creating that clarity for you. This is what is creating that moment right now that is giving you the confidence to take action and proceed forward at this time. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Knight of Wands energy here in combination with this beautiful, beautiful energy. I just need to stress, I still think that this is so beautiful that we're seeing here. For masculine energy right now, this is a moment of renewed conviction, because what we're really identifying is this is a moment that you yourself recognize, that you are feeling this surge of inspiration, this surge of passion, with the recognition that though something is difficult to move towards right now to the degree that you would ideally desire, you are still intending to do so. You are still moving forward in that space. You are still moving forward right now in trying to give towards that energy, recognizing that even though it is difficult, and even though there are other things that would be more easily available to you, you don't desire that. You are moving right now with intentionality towards what it is that you truly want to give towards at this moment. While for the healed feminine energy right now, we are seeing that this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing for yourself right now, being in a space and place where you are identifying the fact that an energy that you feel is going to be able to come towards you with their passion, with their communication, with that open and honest communication, is showing you the fact that though there are hurdles that need to be overcome, recognizing that energy coming towards you in this fashion is giving you the power to continue to push forward through it, because you want to give forward towards this energy, and you recognize that this energy is able to do so even in the state of something being difficult for you both to be able to do so. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Queen of Cups, and we love her because she is in her upright. We love this. We love this. We love this. So what are we seeing right now in the cards? So for feminine and masculine energy right now, what we are really recognizing is, for masculine energy right now, we see the fact that masculine is moving with a great degree. There are difficulties here. There are obstacles that need to be addressed, but you are feeling that sense of purpose right now, and you are willing to come forward in this way. Why? Because again, you are recognizing right now a feminine energy that is around you, that you see has their own heart space open, that shows that ability to maintain the balance in their own emotional center, that has this gift, has this ability of maintaining their composure, even in the midst of difficulty and adversity. So not only is this energy reciprocating, and you want to reciprocate as well, but you recognize that this energy is one that can overcome hurdles, not only externally right now, but also the internal dilemmas that these cause. While for feminine energy right now, this is a moment of you coming into a state of emotional balance for yourself at this moment, both whether you are moving through a space of the unhealed energy right now or the energy that is more healed. For feminine energy right now, this is a point that you are either maintaining your composure in a state of moving away from something that was not aligned to you, with the recognition that those situations and circumstances that are aligned to you to a certain extent are going to be ones that show a capacity and degree to communicate, to show their passion, to drive forward, even in the state of adversities and difficulties. And that those are the ones that you want to put your energy towards. So for the feminine energy, this is either moving away from the inconsistent energy that is showing that they cannot maintain this degree, that they're showing that they're moving from a state of not being able to come through adversity. While for the other half of the collective right now, for feminine, this is a moment that you are in some kind of communication or partnership right now with a masculine energy that is embodying these abilities, that is showing you to some capacity and degree that even though things might not necessarily be the easiest, that they're going to do everything they can to make things as easy as possible, to bring forward what they can, to give to those situations as much as possible, to help the feminine energy maintain a level of emotional balance, even through the difficulties. Love this energy for the collective. Love this energy for the collective. Tap to claim, tap to claim. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Ace of Swords energy here in combination with our Two of Swords. So experiencing a moment right now of victory, having this moment, feeling this surge of positive energy, feeling this surge of victory coming towards you in this moment right now, and allowing this clarity, this sense of victory here as you climb back into your higher purpose to drive forward your actions right now, moving towards those things that are allowing this higher victory to be achievable. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming through right now with our Nine of Pentacles. So this is coming through right now as a feeling of comfort, of building this sense of comfort for yourself right now, of creating this space of comfort for yourself in this moment, really coming back into one's own. For feminine right now, this is coming into the security of feeling the connections with those positive energies that you feel are willing to kind of go through those difficulties with you, manifesting that for yourself at this moment right now, or similarly, feeling that combination of energy that is helping you create this sense of comfort and peace for yourself in this moment. While for masculine energy right now, there is this feeling that even though you're feeling some point of pain right now, even though you are feeling some level or degree of difficulty, that you yourself are willing to work through these adversities, work through these obstacles. And that in itself, and it's feeling also in combination with that, the recognition of feminine energy that is able to maintain their own emotional balance and composure at this point as they're experiencing it. This is what is creating this sense of peace for you at this time. This is what is creating this sense of comfort for you in this moment. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Two of Swords in its reversal in combination with our Queen of Cups energy. So truly having this moment right now, really, really identifying for feminine right now, particularly, this is that moment of activation. This is this moment of stepping into making the directions, moving into the directions that you feel are truly for you right now. But again, what we love about this is the action that you're taking today, feminine, is not based on a space of reactivity. It's not based on a space of reactivity, but instead it is based on a space of you maintaining your emotional composure from this point forward, holding on your composure, holding your emotions, using them as a point of observation, but then utilizing them to allow yourself that space of contemplation prior to taking the next action for you, taking the next step forward. For masculine right now, this is you taking that point, moving towards something right now in a big way, having that point of activation being reached right now, because you recognize that there is a feminine energy right now who is able to maintain this level and degree of composure as you go forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming through right now with the Hierophant. We love seeing this energy here because what we are really seeing is this is a moment of deepening commitments. This is a moment of moving into deeper commitments for those things that are truly for you. For feminine, on two sides of the spectrum right now, this is that moment of recognizing, of wanting to move into places and spaces that allow you to maintain and hold your own ability of emotional composure going forward from this point. Well, for the masculine energy right now, what we are really identifying is your own need and your own degree at this time to be able to maintain and move towards right now a feminine that is in this point of emotional balance, of emotional composure. And that is what is also shoring up this commitment that you yourself are moving towards at this moment. Final cards for today's spread between our beautiful, beautiful Nine of Pentacles energy in combination with the Hierophant. So for both masculine and feminine right now, this really being a point of some easement, coming into a space of feeling this point of easement, finding that level of comfort, creating that sense of comfort for yourself. For feminine energy right now, this is you feeling that point of comfort by coming into balance with your own emotional center and finding a way to maintain that balance even in the midst of some external adversities or difficulties. While for masculine energy right now, this is you coming into a state of comfort because while you are experiencing some heartbreak right now, it is not limiting you. You are still moving forward to a certain degree. You are still pushing through, as it were, towards those things that are truly helping you recognize your higher purpose in this moment. And that is also deepening your own commitment to yourself and what you are creating for yourself at this moment. Final card for today's spread. The Fool. We love to see this card here today because this is really indicative of new pathways, new journeys, new experiences opening up for you at this time, allowing this to be that breakthrough point right now, allowing this to be that new experience that you are coming into exploring. And it's going to take a bit of a leap of faith. It is feeling like a leap of faith for you right now. There is that anxiety, but again, you're not letting that anxiety override the experience. You are just allowing yourself to move into this right now with the security of the fact that you are building a strong foundation to hold you even as you move forward in these new spaces and these new places that are yet to be explored. Bottom of the deck of our reading today is the Chariot. Everything right now has to do, again, what we see here, there is a huge, tremendous amount of personal growth taking place here in this right now. The anxiety point does happen around the energy that is around you right now. There is this deeper anxiety coming into play because while we see here for both masculine and feminine right now, this aligning of one's own purpose, this coming back into harmony with one's own path. For masculine, we're seeing that this is a renewal of the energy going forward from this point, while for feminine, this is coming back into emotional balance from a space that was potentially built to create a point of duress, of emotional dysregulation for you. There is this anxiety right now of wanting to make sure that the energies that you are moving with right now are aligned to that same purpose that you are identifying for yourself as you go forward from this point. That is our daily collective read for today. Thank you guys so much for being here and sharing it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. My private readings are done over video with the option of a recording sent to you afterwards. And if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention your subscriber ID at the point of payment. Also, please keep in mind that when you book a reading on my site, it is a two-step process. You have to book the reading and you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure you do both if you'd like to have a reading with me. Also, and most importantly, please remember that I will never, ever, 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 ever reach out to you for a personal reading. I will never DM you. I will never PM you. I will never send you a message telling you that my great grandfather has a very valuable message for you. The only way you can book a reading with me today, if you book one through my website. So please do that. I want to thank you guys again for having this reading with me today, and we will do this again